Hi chums. Right, I'm going to talk a bit about blanks that I got from NV Woodwerks, Zach Higgins, and I'm going to talk about pen kits. But the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to get rid of the elephant in the room, my face. As you can see, what's going on there, you know, and this side here, I think it has some too, yeah. And that's a result of sun damage from 40 years ago. When I was a student, I worked in Canada during the summer for 3 or 4 months, and I was employed by an art glass and mosaic works of Western Canada. They did stained glass windows and church restorations, and most of the time I was there was working on church roofs. And at that time the weather was different in Canada than it is now in the summer, and it was continuous 40 to 45 degrees centigrade on the roof of the church, so you were exposed to the sun all the time. Now, I shouldn't have been in that sun because Ireland is the country that gave the world skin that goes from milky white to charcoal black in about 2.8 milliseconds when you put it in the sun. So the second year I went back to Canada to work, I walked onto the building site and the guys went, "Oh, here's Pinky back again." I went, "Who's Pinky?" They went, "You're Pinky." I went, "They're right." Because these guys are all like bronze gods and I was a big pink looking thing, you know. But anyway, the end result is that I ended up getting this skin damage. So I went to hospital yesterday and to the dermatology clinic, and they hit the 5 or 6 patches of damage with liquid nitrogen, and it's cold. It's very cold. It's I had one of the worst headaches I ever had because it was so cold. It feels like your whole head's going to freeze, and then it's quite painful actually, but it will be worth it. In 2 weeks time I'll be able to go back onto the runway in Milan and do the photo shoots for the top magazines again, so it'll be worth it, you know. So that's that. So that's what's wrong with my face. I got medicated with liquid nitrogen yesterday. So on to pen blanks. I was watching Zach Higgins on NV Woodwerks, and he was showing pen blanks that he made, and one of them was this one, which he called the Pink Floyd blank, and I thought I have to have this because I wanted to make a Pink Floyd pen for my son for Christmas. I'm going to tell him not to watch this video because I don't want to spoil things, but I promised Zach I would put the video up. And I bought this blank here. It cost $12, which in our money is about £8, £7.20 or so. So it's quite expensive. These ones here, another 3 here, and they're beautiful colours, really beautiful. And they're made with Alumilite, and they're absolutely gorgeous. These ones here are $10 each, which is about £6. So the whole lot cost me about $79, but then I had to pay taxes and that, and I paid about another $30 of taxes when it came into the country. So it made the blanks about $20 each, I suppose, and so you're talking about £12 to £15 each in English money. So they're not something you want to make mistakes with. Now, this is the blank we're very familiar with, is the standard acrylic blank. And anybody who's turned these knows they're extremely hard. And when you turn them, if you have a wee tiny nick on your tool rest, it's gonna show up in this blank, and you'll get a wee bump. And you have to keep ironing these out and make sure your tool rest smooth. So these are hard work, and there's a lot of turning in them. The big problem with these is that if you lean on them, they can shatter sometimes. So you need to be careful. Now, these blanks here, now remember I paid for these myself. Zach didn't send them to me, so I can say whatever I like about them. So when you're turning these, they're a different experience. What I found was that they turn really, really well. I don't know what Zach's formula is for making these, but he has got it bang on. Now I've only turned one, but I know by the feel of the others, it's the same sort of, it's the same what's the word? Texture. So I'm assuming they'll turn the same. Unlike these acrylic blanks where the stuff comes off in a big long shaving that breaks and shatters and it goes all, it ties all around the mandrel. This comes off in a continuous shaving that doesn't break. So it's a very sound product, even when you're cutting it with the I use a roughing gouge for doing all pens, and it's got a 30-degree grind. It's very, very aggressive, but you can do really fine work with it, or what I can anyway. I found it's one of the best I've found for me doing using it. But I'm maybe a bit ignorant anyway, so it needs something like that. So with these ones, Zach's blanks, they turn beautifully. They have a beautiful consistency the whole way through. You don't find voids or any hard or soft bits. They're exactly the same the whole way through. And what I found was that I was cutting from one end of the blank to the other, staying on the blank and cutting back again. What that did was it produced one huge continuous long streamer about a mile long. So I had to actually come off the end of the blank and go back on again to break the stream. Otherwise the thing was getting wrapped up around the blank, which is a very good thing because it means that I know that the density is consistent and that I'm getting a good cut. Also, it isn't brittle, it isn't hard like the acrylic blanks. It's just a really nice, it's not soft by any means. You know, they are hard, but it's a slightly not as dense as these in the sense of it's less brittle than these guys here, but it's really good. So whatever Zach has done to these, he's done a really good job. Now, the one thing I found was it's very useful to have a toothbrush beside you, because the toothbrush will break the fibres on the mandrel and you haven't to keep stopping the lathe to clean it off. So if you're going to do it, don't be using your own toothbrush. Go and get your wife's toothbrush or your husband or your other half or whatever, significant other. Don't be using your own. It's a dirty old job, you know. So use somebody else's and then stick it back in when they're not looking. But do clean it. Give it a wee clean, you know. So that's the blank. Now, I'll show you the pen. This is the pen that is going to my son. Okay? If I can get a big face out of the way. That's it there. I'm delighted with that pen. Okay? If I get see, I'm going left and right here. Right, there we are now. Right, there's a pen now. It's a beautiful pen. It turns beautifully. It polishes beautifully. Now I've done that to 600. Then I started with the micro mesh, whatever number, there are 10 or 11 of those, whatever those are. Then I hit it with hot crystal polish, and then chestnut friction polish, and then carnauba wax. So it's been well abraded, but it's really, really good. And you need to stick at it with this solid black colour. It's going to show every single little scratch that you have. So it means that you need to be careful that you get the thing done properly, you know. But it takes an absolutely beautiful finish, as you can see. It's really, really nice. These pens, they unscrew. They're a two-part roller ball. Where are we at here? Get that one back into the centre again. I'm going to the wrong side of I'm looking at the screen instead of looking at the camera lens. There's a two-part roller ball, so they roll together. Now, so what I would say is 10 out of 10 for Zach's blanks. So I'm going to put the list thing down here for NV Woodwerks, and it'll bring you to his website where you can get the blanks. The blanks are mostly made up for football teams in America, and they're very colourful. So if you've got a favourite team or you're somebody you know who would like a pen of their team's colours, Zach has most of the teams covered there, you know. They're very good. Now, for the Black Friday thing, he's doing it 20% off if you use a code. So I'll set up his website. I'll put the website down below and you can go and check that out and get your 20% off, which is significant. So there you are. So that's it, Zach. That's the what do you call it? The Pink Floyd pen. I'm delighted with it. It's really, really good. So that's that done. Now, the other thing I was going to say to you was about kits. That kit there is a Baron and it's from Timberbits in Australia. I've been using Timberbits for 7 or 8 years from when David first started off, and he's going in a big way now, and he deserves to, because he's a really, really good business. He has a really great business going, and no messing about. You get what you pay for, and you get it quick. Now I'll give you an example. I needed pen kits in a hurry, and I ordered them on last Wednesday night. Now I'm in Ireland here, obviously. He's in Australia. I had the pen kits at 2:15 on Friday afternoon, less than 48 hours after I ordered them. I don't know how they managed that. I suppose the time difference gives them an extra 12 or 18 hours, whatever it is. Maybe nearly the whole day actually. But it's to wait 2 days to get them is nothing. I put in 5 orders this week, and they were all put in last Sunday, and they've all arrived within a week. If you spend $200, you get free international freight. If you spend 120, you get free international freight, but it takes a bit longer. It's about 3 weeks it can take, but the other one takes 3 to 8 days. So it's not hard to spend $200 in pen kits. So I got a load in because I needed a whole lot, you know. Now that kit there is Trivalent Chrome. There's another one there. That's an acrylic. I'll go over that way. That's an acrylic done in Trivalent Chrome as well. And just to show you the difference, I'll put up another ordinary chrome beside it and let you see. Oops, get that back out of the road. And let you see, there's a chrome and there's a Trivalent Chrome beside it. So you can see it's a darker chrome. Trivalent Chrome is an industrial chrome that's used for situations where they want long, very hard wearing chrome and very smooth. But the problem is bright chrome is soft, so to get the hard chrome you lose some of the brightness, but I think it makes for a very subtle pen, and it looks really, really lovely. So that's Timberbits. If somebody's going to ask me where do you get your pen kits, so it's in Timberbits. I'll put the link for Timberbits down below, and I can only say that they are absolutely superb. I've been buying the pen kits from them for 7 or 8 years. I have never ever had a single issue, even with the pens that he's getting in the wee cheapy slim lines, about $2 each or something. You know, it's about £1.20 here. No issues at all. The quality control is very good, and those pens there, these pens, they're made in Taiwan, and the quality control is superb. So those ones will work out about, I think about 10 Australian dollars each, which is about 5 UK pounds, or about, what's that, about 9 US dollars each. But they make a beautiful kit, and they're not hard to put together. So that's that. So it's Zach Higgins, NV Woodwerks. I'll put his YouTube up, and I'll put up his website, and Timberbits as well. I'll put them up as well. Give them a shout. Absolutely brilliant service, and Timberbits are really, really good. Now, I'm just going to lift the camera off here. I'm really tired, folks. I've been working so hard recently. And I'll show you some of the stuff I've been doing recently. Just some pens, okay? So excuse me while I kind of mess everything about here. I just want to see where I bring that back out, and then turn that around, and then open that. Whoops. Oh, Brandy, come on. There we are. And then we can look down here, right? So there's a box of pens. Those are roller balls there. Those are the Barons again. Those are all Barons, except for one which is gone. I had one there that I had a one I don't like, a Sedona. I think somebody must have got. Oh yes, a lady came the other day and got it. So those are the slim lines. Those are Korean, the Korean worktops. That's a blank I made myself there out of polyester resin. No, it's not. It's not. It's a Korean. It's another one I made myself. It's just not. I haven't got here. And up at the top, they're all wooden blanks at the top. Then. So what I'm doing with those is I'm sending this box into my doctor, and there's 16 people in the practice that work there, so I'm going to give them all a pen for Christmas because they've been really, really good to me. Down at the bottom here with fountain pens, I was asked to make some fountain pens. So what happens is if somebody says I want a fountain pen, I'll make 4 or 5, because it means that you're giving them a selection, because there's nothing worse than saying, well, there's your fountain pen, right, take it or leave it. So it gives them a chance to have a bit of a look and see what they've got. And the fountain pens are very, very good. They're very good quality. I don't use a fountain pen, but my wife does, and she does calligraphy, so she knows all about nibs and ink and stuff, and she says they're very good quality fountain pen. So those are, once again, those are the Baron kits, and they're about $10 each, Canadian dollars, or Australian dollars. And then there's some other slim lines that I made, and there's one up here. Yeah, there's a lovely one there. That one there is what's that one there made out of? I've off put a wee tag. You can't remember what they are. Yeah, that's walnut. But isn't it really nice? I think it's a really nice pen. And then this one here, I'd never turned this before. Oh, but this one. This is laburnum. And I thought it was very, very nice. So that's that. So that's what I've been at, folks. I've made about 60 or 70 pens in the last week or so, and I've got another 40 or so to make. I haven't got a market for them. I'm just making them so that if I need them, I've got them, you know. And most of these I give away, but some people would want to buy them as well, you know. But as I say, I'm not doing this to make money. I would never make money at it, you know. But what it does is it pays for some of the sandpaper and that there, you know. And you know, the other thing, there's another thing I've started now, razors. That's the Mach 3 razor there on an acrylic handle. I think that's forest green or something you call that handle. And they're a nice kit too. They're very easy made, just like a pen, just like a slimline. So there you are. So folks, that's basically it. I suppose you're going turn around and show you the whole filthy kitchen. It's actually not too bad. We are getting decorating done again. Oh Jesus! We've got the wee room that I used to have a study in, and the computer and stuff. We've got it sorted out, and it's getting painted next week. My son's bedroom's getting painted, and that'll be everything done, and we can actually relax and know our house is finished. And then we're getting a couple of bookcases, and we're not bringing back anything like the thousands of books we had, you know, before, you know. There'll only be a couple of hundred probably, you know, because just keep the ones we really want, you know. So there you are. So folks, it's a bit longer than I thought, but I wanted to give Zach a good plug there because his stuff's really, really good. You will not be disappointed. And even though the blanks are really expensive, oh yes, I must say something about him too. The blanks are expensive, and I ordered 2 Pink Floyd blanks, which was $30, and he said to me, Brenton, I'm going to put this in a flat rate package, and I can put a lot more blanks in for the same amount of postage. And he ended up, he didn't charge me for postage at all, which I thought was really kind of him. I bought 6 blanks in the end, and he didn't charge me for the postage. So that was very fair of him. And it was good of him to say to me to order more, because if I hadn't thought of it, I didn't thought of it, but he said, if you order 2 and 2 and 2 and 1 here, I'll charge you full postage all the time, so you're better to order a few and have them in store. So I'll be ordering more blanks off Zach for sure. They're really good. Okay, so there you are, folks. A lot longer than I thought, but I'm kind of tired and worn out, and I just want to get this done. You know, I promised Zach I would do it, so here it is. Right, all the best then. Thanks very much for watching. Bye bye.